Good evening, everyone. This is Robert. RJL Network presents another exciting edition of Inside Pitch. The 1969 postseason is on the air. We are back at Forbes Field. This is Game 4 of the National League Division Series between the Chicago Cubs and the Pittsburgh Pirates. The Cubs lead this series 2-1, pretty much really on one play, a terrific range play by Jim Hickman in Game 3 of this series. Pirates must win tonight to send the series back to Wrigley Field. A Cubs win tonight, they win the series, and will be facing the San Francisco Giants in the NLCS. Last night, the Athletics couldn't punch their ticket to the LCS. Will the Cubs do that tonight? We will find out, hopefully, as we're about to play a very good game of Inside Pitch. XSG2 and Ben Witts are first to join us here at Forbes Field, and Jeremy Brooks. And yes, XSG2, I know I do have the Met game. I'm not watching it. I have the scoreboard next to me, so you guys don't have to worry about giving me scores. I will see the Mets. I know my Mets are leading right now in the game with the Brewers, but it's still long. Well, I'll keep track of it as I play along. I still want to play, even though my Mets are right now in the playoffs, I still want to play my games. So that's what we're going to do. So without further ado, let's continue our postseason here on the network. Starting pitcher for the Pittsburgh Pirates tonight is Doc Ellis. He has a record of 1-0 in the postseason. He got his first win in Game 1 of this series. Can he do it tonight? Ellis has got to have a good game against the Cubs in order to send this series back to Wrigley Field. We are at Forbes Field. We go from a hitter's park from Fenway Park to a pitcher's park in Forbes Field. Only 74 home runs hit here, +2 to strikeouts, -2 to walks, and -1 to home runs. And this did come into play in Game 3. What will Game 4 have to do is here in the NLDS. Cubs trying to make it to the NLCS. Will they do it tonight? Let's find out. Let's go to the top of the first. Leading off for the Cubs will be the shortstop, Don Kessinger. He is 3 for 13 for the series. We're going to use yellow, white, and black dice. Pirates are the home team. Everyone is set here at Forbes Field. The fans here at Forbes are hoping this is not the final game of the series. What does Inside Pitch have to say? Ellis, 4-4. That's a blank. Kessinger, 3-1. And that's a fly ball hit to right field. And getting over there is going to be some bum named Roberto. And that'll be out number 1. Next batter is the second baseman, Glenn Beckert. He is 5 for 13 for the series. Ellis, 3-5, strikeout, 18 is high. Beckert, 1-5, and that's a grounder to second base. That'll be handled by Gene Alley, and Alley will toss it over for out number 2. And now the left fielder, Hall of Famer, Billy Williams. He is 2 for 10 for the series. Ellis, 1-4, range play. Williams, 1-4, ground ball right back to Ellis. Ellis's range is a 3. He's got it. Nice play by Ellis. He'll take care of it. They'll throw it over to first. And that's a nice start for Ellis. A 1-2-3 inning on the Cubs. We'll go to the bottom of the first. Starting pitcher for the Chicago Cubs, their number 1 starter, Bill Hands. He is 0-1 for the postseason. He took the loss in the first game of this series. He is looking to bounce back as well. Leading off for the Bucks, center fielder, Matty Alou. He is batting .400 so far for the playoffs. Hands, 4-2, range play. Alou, 5-3. It's a hit. It's a single to left, but it's a range play for Billy Williams. His range is a 3. He's got it. He'll take a single away from Alou, and that will be out number 1. Da-na-na. Da-da-da. A nice big range play to prevent a hit. Next batter is the third baseman, Richie Hebner. He is 7 for 15 for the playoffs. He does have a bomb. Hands 5-6. Home run chance. Lefty 1-11. The 19 is too high. Hebner 1-2, and he will get a base hit. He'll hit one into right field. So Hebner will get a single for the Bucks. And now the left fielder, Hall of Famer Willie Pops Stargell. And yes, one of the greatest home run hitters of all time. He is 4 for 18, though, for the series. He is struggling for the postseason. He is struggling. He does have a bomb. He is way under his average. Infield a double play, and Hebner will stay put. Hands 6-1 against the lefty. It's a blank. Stargell 6-4, and that's a grounder to second base. 2-2-3. Shortstop pivot Kessinger 0-1-3. No. Hebner thrown out at second. They will not make a play on Stargell. That will be a fielder's choice. 2 down. And now the right fielder, some nobody by the name of Roberto Clemente. He is 8 for 16 for the postseason. He's batting .500 right now. John Haverly joins us here at Forbes Field. Strategy, nothing on the 14. Hands, 3-6 against a righty. It's a blank. Clemente, 4-4, and that's a grounder to short. That'll be handled by Kessinger. He's going to throw to second against Stargell, and that will retire the side. No runs and a hit for the Pirates, and no score after 1. Pirates must win or they are done. Cubs trying to punch their ticket to the NLCS, where the San Francisco Giants are waiting. Top of the second. Leading off for the Cubs is the third baseman, Ron Santo. He is 3 for 13 for the series. Ellis, 2-2, walk, 13. Yep, ball 4. He will walk Santo. And Santo will trot to first. First walk given up by Ellis. And now the first baseman. Let's play 2, Ernie Banks. He is 3 for 12 for the series. He has a home run. He's the only one of the Cubs to have a home run in the series for them. Double play depth. Strategy roll for Santo. He will stay put. Ellis, 5-2, strikeout 9. Called strike 3 on Banks. He got him. And that's going to be the first strikeout for Ellis, and 1 down. And now the catcher, Randy Hundley. He is 3 for 10 for this postseason. Strategy roll, and Santos stays put. Ellis, 3-1, error on a grounder. Hundley, 4-3. Nope, that's a fly ball to center field. And Matty Alou will get to that for out number 2. And now the right fielder, Jim Hickman. And he is getting some serious boos here from Forbes Field. Boo! He makes a great range play, which if he didn't make that, that would have been a triple and the Pirates would have won the ball game. Hickman, however, is still looking for his first hit. He is 0 for 9 for the postseason. Hickman pretty much made the play of the postseason right now in Game 3. Strategy roll, and that's a 1. Santo will stay put. Ellis, 5-4. That's a blank. Hickman, 2-1, and that's fly to left field, and Pops will get to it. He'll make the catch and retire the side. Nothing across except a walk. We go to the bottom of the second. Pirates trying to send this series back to Wrigley. Cubs trying to end it here. And if you're the Cubs, you don't want a Game 5. Leading off for the Pirates is the first baseman, Al Oliver. He is 3 for 15. 3 for 15 for the postseason. Hands, 4-1. Range play at the park. Oliver, Forbes Field, I should say. Forbes Field, single plus to right field. So that ball is hit to the right fielder, Hickman. His range is a 2. Nope, this time he won't get to that one, but Oliver's got to try for second. Base runner 4, Hickman a 0 pivot. A 1-4, Oliver will get to second, and he will. So Oliver starts off with turn that into a double. So the leadoff man at second base, and now the catcher, Manny Sanguian. He is 7 for 17. He has a bomb in the series, in the postseason. Nobody out, and Oliver will stay where he is. Hands, 1-6. That's at the park. Forbes Field, 5-2. And that is a ground ball to short. That'll be handled by Kessinger. He's got it. Throws it over to first. Oliver will go to third. Ground ball to the shortstop, 1 out now. And now the second baseman, Gene Alley. Alley is 3 for 16 for the playoffs. Infield is going to play in. Oliver on at second, and the Pirates are going to send him if it's a ground ball. Strategy roll, nothing on the 19. Hands, 4-4, range play. Alley, 6-3. It's a ground ball to the shortstop. That ball is hit to Kessinger, but the infield is in. His range is a 2. Nope, that's going to be a base hit, and the Pirates will get on the board first. Alley will get an RBI single, and the Pirates lead 1-0. RBI by Gene Alley. Pirates on the board first. And now the shortstop, Freddie Patek. He is 3 for 15 for the postseason. He also has a home run. Alley had 4 stolen bases, and he will not get any here. Hands, 6-1 against the righty. Strikeout plus 10. He'll get Patek. And that is the first strikeout for Hands. 2 down. And now the pitcher, Doc Ellis. He had an 088 average in 69 and an RBI. Alley on at first, and he'll stay at first. Hands, 5-4. That's a blank. Ellis, 5-6. Ground out to short. Handled easily by Kessinger. The throw's going to go to second to get Alley, and that will end the inning. 1 run on 2 hits for the Pirates. They score first. It's 1-0 after 2. We go to the top of the third. Ellis on the mound. Leading off for the Cubs is the center fielder, Don Young. He is 2 for 9 for the series. Ellis, 5-6 against a righty. Home run result against a righty. Young needs an 8. -1 is a 7. That's a 3. Kaboom! That ball is high. That ball is deep. That ball is gone. Home run, Don Young. Stadium groans. Don Young hits his first homer of the postseason, and just like that, we're tied at 1. Don Young slams that one out. And that was just a bad pitch by Ellis, as Ellis threw him a meatball and he turned that into lasagna. Here comes the pitcher, Bill Hands, an 092 average and 3 RBIs in 69. So tied at 1. Now top of the third. Ellis. Reroll. Ellis. 3-1 error on a grounder. Hands, 1-6. That is a ground ball. It's a ground ball to second. That ball is hit to Gene Alley. His error rating is an 8. That's a 5, and that's an error. Bad play by Alley as he misplayed it. And that's going to be an E4 and the first error on the Pirates. So Alley makes a big time error. Hands will get to first. And it will now be Kessinger. Still nobody out here on the top of the third. And Kessinger is 0 for 1. Hands is really not going anywhere, and he won't. Ellis, 4-4. That's a blank. Kessinger, 2-1. That's a ground ball to second base. 1-1-2. Shortstop pivot. Patek -1. Only a 1 will turn a double play. They got it. 2 outs. Hit hard. That is going to be a 4-6-3. So now 2 away. And now here's Beckert. Beckert is 0 for 1. Ellis, a 1-6. Strikeout 1. Yep, swing and a miss. Struck him out, and the inning is over. Ellis will get his second strikeout of the game. 1 run on 1 hit and 1 error. We're tied at 1 going in the bottom of the third. Top of the order for the Pirates. Here's Matty Alou. He's 0 for 1. Hands. 6-5. Against the lefty, it's a blank. Alou, 5-1. And he hits a deep fly ball to left. But Billy Williams is going to make another catch on him. And that's out number 1. Next up is Hebner. Hebner got a single his first time up. Hands, 5-6. Home run chance, lefty, 1-11. The 9 is good against the righty. Hebner needs a 9. -1 is an 8. He's got it. Kaboom! That ball is high. That ball is deep. And that ball is gone. Home run, Richie Hebner. His second of the playoffs. Stadium cheers. Yay! Hebner hits his second bomb of the postseason, and the Pirates retake the lead. It's 2-1. And now here's Stargell. Stargell is 0 for 1. 1 out. Bottom of the third. Hands. 1-5. Wild pitch. It's a blank. Stargell. 5-4. And against the righty, Stargell hits one high, deep, gone to right field. Kaboom! Home run, Willie Stargell. Back-to-back jacks. Stadium cheers. Yay! And now it's 3-1 as Stargell hits his second bomb of the postseason. They go talk to Hands on the mound, saying, hey, look, man, you got problems against these hitters. You need to settle down. Here comes Clemente. He's 0 for 1. Thank you very much as Doug Hunt joins us here, and DB at Forbes Field. So Clemente, the batter, he's 0 for 1. Hands, 4-3. That's at the park. Forbes Field, 3-2. And that's fly to center field. And that's going to be handled there by Young. And that is the second out. 2 away. Here comes Oliver. Oliver got a double his first time up. Hands, 6-3. Walk, 11 is high. Oliver, 2-2, and it's a base hit. He'll hit that one past short, and Oliver keeps past second, I should say, and he'll keep the inning going. Single for Oliver. Here comes Sanguian. Sanguian is 0 for 1. 3-1 Pirates. Pirates trying to send this back for a game 5. Strategy roll for Oliver. He'll stay put. Hands, 1-3, strikeout 6. Cold strike 3 on Sanguian, and he's out of the inning. Second strikeout for Hands, but 2 runs on 3 hits. Back-to-back jacks, one by Hebner and one by Stargell. 3-1 Pirates after 3. Forbes Field supposed to be a pitcher's park, and so far it's allowed already 3 home runs in this ball game. Top of the fourth, leading off for the Cubs will be Billy Williams. He's 0 for 1. Ellis will go ahead and pitch. Ellis, 2-1, strikeout 11. That just missed. Williams, 4-2, and it's a fly out to right. That'll be handled by Clemente, and he'll make the play for out number 1. Next batter is Santo. Santo is walked his first time up. Ellis, 2-1, strikeout 20, no way. Santo, 4-2, and it's a grounder to first. That'll be handled by Oliver, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the second out. And now here's Banks. Banks is 0 for 1. 3-1 Pirates. Cubs trying to make it to the NLCS. Pirates trying to send it back to Wrigley. Ellis, 1-3. That's at the park. Forbes Field, 6-6. And that's pump fly ball to the catcher. Manny Sanguillen's error rating is a 20. That's a 12. It's a pop fly ball. It needs to be an odd number in order for it to be an error. He will make the catch and retire the side. 1, 2, 3, go the Cubs. And we'll go to the bottom of the fourth. Gene Alley leads off for the Pirates. He got a single his first time up as we start the bottom of the fourth inning. Hands, 5-1, strikeout 8, got him. And that will be the third strikeout for Hands. 1 out. Next up is Patek. Patek is 0 for 1. Hands, 1-1 against the righty. Strikeout, swing and a miss, struck him out. And that is the fourth K for Hands. 2 down. And now the batter is Ellis. Ellis is 0 for 1. Hands, a 3-2, hit by pitch, no. Ellis, a 3-1, that's a ground ball to the third base. That'll get picked up by Santo, throws it over to first, and that it retires a side. 1, 2, 3, go the Pirates. First time Hands has sent them down in order, but still 3-1 Pirates after 4. On our way now to the top of the fifth. Leading off for the Cubs is Randy Hundley. He is 0 for 1. 3-1 lead. Cubs lead the series 2-1. Ellis, 2-1, strikeout, no. Hundley, 4-1, base hit, hits one into center field. And Hundley continues to hit pretty well. And that's his first hit of the game. And now Hickman. Hickman's still looking for his first hit of the series. He's now 0 for 10. Infield a double play. Strategy for Hundley. He will stay put. Ellis with the pitch. Ellis, 2-5. Hit by pitch. Not with that 20. Hickman, a 6-1. And against a righty, it's a ground ball to third. 2-2-3. Second base, pivot alley, +1 is a 4. They got it, 2 outs. Hickman grounds out into the 5-4-3. Two away, here comes Young. Young hit a bomb his first time up. Ellis, 5-4, that's a blank. Young, a 3-1, and he hits one to right field, but he'll stay in the park this time as Roberto Clemente will get to it and make the catch. No runs and a hit for the Cubs, and we'll go to the bottom of the fifth. Top of the order for the Pirates. Here's Matty Alou. He's 0 for 2. Hands, a 1-1 against the lefty. It's a blank. Alou, 4-4, base hit. Hits one past the shortstop, and Alou will be safe. That's his first hit of the game. He was batting .400 coming into into this game so far. Here's Hebner. Hebner is 2 for 2, a single and a bomb. Infield a double play. Alou at 22 stolen bases. That's a 19. He's not going anywhere. Hebner, of course, is not bunting. He's swinging. Hands. 1-4. Blank. Hebner. 6-6. And that's a base hit right past the pitcher and into the outfield. Alou will easily make third. Hebner at first, and the Pirates are cooking. Third hit of the game for Hebner. Now 3 for 3, and here comes Pops. Pops hit a bomb his last time up. Back-to-back jacks, and they're going to call the infield in. They do not want Alou to score. 3-1 Pirates, and Bill Hands is the best pitcher the Cubs actually have, but he is just not cutting it right now. Runners at the corner, strategy roll. Nothing on the 18. Hands will pitch. Hands, 6-2. That's a blank. Stargell, 1-4. And it's a ground ball to first. Matty Alou's base running rating is a 2 with the infield in. I'm going to roll a die. A 1-2, they send him. They don't. They'll hold him at third. Hebner goes to second. Stargell is out. One away. So a ground ball right to first. They hold him as a play is made by Banks. And now runners at second and third. And here's Clemente. Clemente is 0 for 2. Infield is still in. Cubs trying to prevent any runs from scoring. Strategy roll. Nothing happening. Hands will pitch. Hands. 3-5. Strikeout. No. 15 is high. Clemente. 5-2. And it's a ground ball to short. Matty Alou again. Its infield is in. His base running rating is a 2. He would score on a 1, 2, or 6. What do you think? Send him? Because the next batter is Oliver. Do we send him or what? And what do you think? What do you think? Send Alou? He would score on a 1, 2, or 6, and I'm going to send the throw to the plate. So what do you think? Send him. Alou is on his way. The throw goes to the plate. A 1, 2, or 6. Alou is safe. No, Alou is thrown out at the plate. Hebner with that 4. Hebner at second base. Since it was grounded to third, Hebner has to stay put. Clemente, however, goes to first, and there are 2 outs. We're grounded to third, and now the batter is Oliver with 2 away. Oliver is 2 for 2, though. Runners at first and second. 3-1 Pirates. 2 men down. Fans here at Forbes Field know the Pirates cannot lose tonight. Strategy roll. Nothing on the 19. Hands. 5-3. Walk. And that will be no. Against a righty, Oliver's a 3, but -2 makes him a 1. That's a 2. Oliver, 3-1, and he grounds it to first. That'll get picked up by Banks. He will take it to the bag himself. Side retired. No runs, 2 hits. Runners at second and third, nobody out, and the Pirates get nothing. Still 3-1, though, after 5. Top of the 6th. Leading off for the Cubs is the pitcher, Bill Hands, and he reached on an error his first time up. Ellis, 2-4. Range play at the park. Forbes Field, 4-4. It's a fly ball to right field, but that is hit to Clemente. Pretty much automatic. His range is a 5. That's a 3. He'll make the catch out number 1. A nice play by Clemente out there. And now here's Kessinger. Kessinger is 0 for 2. Ellis. 2-2. Walk. 20 is high. Kessinger. 5-2. Base hit into left field. Kessinger gets a single. That's his first hit of the ball game. And now the batter is Beckert. Beckert is 0 for 2. Infield set for double play. Kessinger is not going anywhere on the 15. Kessinger will stay where he is. Ellis looking in on Beckert. Fans here at Forbes Field hoping for a good pitch. Ellis, 3-4 against the righty. Strikeout 5. That's going to just miss. Beckert, 5-4, and it's a base hit past second base. Kessinger will make it to third, Beckert to first, and now the Cubs are cooking. Wow, Ellis just missed a strikeout on Beckert, and he winds up with a single. And now here's Williams. Williams is 0 for 2. Runners at the corners, and the Pirates are going to call for double play depth. They'll give up the run, or do you here? What do? Do you go to double play depth, or do you play infield in? What's the chat think? Infield in or stay at double play or stay at double play depth? Billy Williams does hit into some double plays, but what do you think? In or double play depth? Haverly says get the out, and Davo9 DLA says stays back. So I got 2 wins and 1 stay back. Since John Haverly was the first, and I usually take the first one, Haverly will stay back. Strategy roll. Nothing on the 11. Ellis will pitch. Ellis, 1-3. That's at the park. Forbes Field, 2-5. And it's a ground ball to third. 2-2-3. Second base, pivot, alley, +1. A 1-4. They get out of the inning. They do. Side retired. 5-4-3 double play. No runs, 2 hits. Stays 3-1 after 6. Stadium cheers. Yay! Great call by the management in the chat. You know, you don't see managing like what I have in the chat here. This chat is giving the best managing ever. Not like that other channel with the fluffy cat. We go to the bottom of the 6th inning, still 3-1 Pirates. Manny Sanguian leads off. He is 0 for 2. Hands will go ahead and pitch. Hands, 6-4 against a righty. Strikeout, got him. And that is going to be strikeout number 5 for Hands. He does get Sanguian. 1 out. And now here's Alley. Alley 1 for 2. Hands. 4-6 against a righty. Strikeout 6. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And that's the 6th strikeout for Hands. And now here's Patek. Patek is 0 for 2. He struck out twice. Hands. 1-1 against a righty. Strikeout, but not with the 16. Patek. 1-4, and against a righty, he grounds it to short. That'll be handled by Kessinger. He'll throw it over and retire the side. 1-2-3 go the Pirates. Still 3-1 after 6. Top of the 7th inning. Leading off for the Cubs will be Ron Santo, and he's 0 for 1 with a walk. Ellis will go ahead and pitch. Ellis, 5-1, that's a blank. Santo, 1-6, and that's a ground ball to second base. That'll be handled by Alley, And Ali throws it over for out number 1. Next batter is Banks. Banks is 0 for 2. Ellis. 2-5. Hit by pitch. 10. No. Banks. 5-6. And that is a ground ball to third. That'll be taken care of there by Hebner. And the throw goes to first for out number 2. It's nice that Midlife Crisis joins us for the game. Unfortunately, Midlife Crisis. How can they be hitting a game? How can Edwin Diaz be giving up a grand slam in the bottom of the 9th when they're in the bottom of the 8th? Hate to say this, but Midlife Crisis doesn't know I have the game cast next to me for that. So nice try, MLC. But you get nothing. You lose. Good day, sir. Next batter is Hundley. Hundley is 1 for 2. He's got a single. 2 men down. And here's the pitch. Ellis, 5-6. Against a righty. It's a home run. Against a righty. Hundley needs a 12. -1 is an 11. That's a 9. Kaboom! That ball is high. That ball is deep. And that ball is gone. Home run, Randy Hundley. The Cubs are within 1. Stadium groans. Randy Hundley hits a solo bomb, and it's now 3-2. And now the batter is Hickman. And Hickman is 0 for 2. Still 2 outs here in the top of the 7th. Pirates have that 3-2 lead, though, still. Ellis, 5-1. That's a blank. Hickman, 5-3. And it's a fly ball to right field, but that will be caught by Clemente. He makes the catch and retires his side. 1 run on 1 hit. A solo bomb by Hundley. This is a pitcher's park, but we got 4 bombs. We are at the 7th inning stretch. Sing, take me out to the ball game. I'll be right back. Tomorrow night, we will go back to Metropolitan Stadium. It will be Game 4 of the American League Division Series between the Baltimore Orioles and the Minnesota Twins. The Minnesota Twins are one game away from pulling off maybe the biggest upset, that they need for the hold on a minute here. I don't know what I'm talking about. Give me a second. I thought I put the schedule out for that. I guess I didn't. Hold on. Timeout. Someone here doesn't know what he's doing. Hold on a second here. Right. So the Minnesota Twins are one game away from putting away the Baltimore Orioles, but they're going to have to do it against Palmer. It will be Jim Palmer going for the Orioles and Dave Boswell going for the Twins. The Orioles were the number one team in the 69 replay. The Twins are one game away from moving on to the ALCS. Can the Twins pull off the upset? Who knows what can happen tomorrow night? Orioles, Twins, ALDS, Game 4. Will the Twins pull it off? We'll have to see what happens tomorrow night. Meanwhile, back here at Forbes Field, bottom of the 7th, Pirates lead 3-2. Cubs lead the series 2-1. Leading off for the Pirates is the pitcher, Doc Ellis, but they're not going to have him lead off. They will go to the bench, as Doc Ellis is going to leave with the W, and we will see a new batter. And leading off batting for the Pirates is going to be Carl Taylor, 348 average, 4 homers, 33 RBIs. So Taylor will lead off for the Bucks here in the bottom of the 7th. Hands, 6-2, blank. Taylor, 3-6, and it's a base hit to center field. Taylor, very good hitter that year, and he will lead off with a single. Next batter is Alou. Alou is 1 for 3. He's got a single. Infield is at double play depth. Strategy rolls are still on, and Taylor will stay where he is. Hands, 5-1, strikeout, 18 is high. Alou, 6-5, and it's a ground ball to first. 1-1-1. Shortstop, pivot, Kessinger, 0. The only way they turn a double play is on a 1. No, Taylor thrown out at second, and Alou will beat the relay back, 1 down. So fielder's choice for Alou, but now here comes Hebner. Hebner has been outstanding today. 3 for 3, 2 singles and a bomb. Haverly says needs some insurance. Strategy, nothing on the 15. Hands, 5-1, strikeout 9. Cold strike 3 on Hebner. He got him. Hebner should have swung at that one, but that is a K, and that's out number 2. And that is the 7th strikeout for Hands. And now 2 away, and now it's up to Pops. Pops is 1 for 3. He has a bomb. 2 down. Alou's still on at first. The fans here at Forbes Field hoping for a big hit. Strategy, nothing happening. Hands, 1-2, strikeout 15. Cold strike 3 on Stargell. He should have swung at it, but no. Paints the black, and the side is retired. Strikeout number 8 for Hands. No runs and a hit. Stargell against the righties a 13, but +2 makes him a 15. And that is a 15 as they got him. And the inning is over. 3-2 Pirates, though, after 7. Top of the 8th. Leading off for the Cubs is going to be Don Young. We'll see a new pitcher for the Pirates. Righty, and probably Hands is done as well. So righty and a pinch hitter and a switch. And the switch hitters, and it looks like it's going to be, I think they're going to go with a righty here. So coming on to pitch for the Pirates is going to be Bruce Dalcanton. Dalcanton has 1 win, 1 loss, and a hold for the postseason. So Dal Canton will go ahead and pitch to Young. Dal Canton, 5-6. That's a blank. Young, 4-1. Ground out to short. Handled easily there by Patek. And the throw goes to first for the out. Bill Hand's coming out of the game. He's done a good job, but he is now tired. So out he comes. And pinch hitting for the Cubs is going to be Paul Popovich. 284 average, a homer, and 18 RBIs. One out here, top of the eighth. Dal Canton, 3-1, range play. Popovich, 1-6. It's a fly ball to right field, and that's where you want it hit to. Clemente's range is a 5. And, of course, that's a 6. It's going to be over his head, and that is going to be a single for Popovich. Clemente couldn't get there. How many times do I where the range is a 5 and I roll a 6? So Popovich goes ahead and gets a base hit. Tying run is on, and here's Kessinger. Matthew Stringer joins us here at Forbes Field. The Red Sox won it there, Matt. There's a part 2 that I did make. You have to look for it. There's a part 2. I know how to embed certain things into the stream. I know how to embed. I need to do that for that. That series is tied at 2. It's going back to Oakland. So Popovich on it first, and now Kessinger. Kessinger is 1 for 3. Infield a double play. 3-2 Pirates. Pirates need to win to go back to Wrigley. Cubs need a win, and they're on to face the Giants. Strategy roll. Nothing on the 16. Dal Canton, 6-4. It's a blank. Kessinger, 4-3. Base hit right past second base. Popovich will get to third. Kessinger to first. And runners at the corners and 1 out. And now the batter is Beckert. Beckert is 1 for 3. They're going to call the infield in. You don't want to take a chance on not turning a double play. You cannot allow the run to score. Runners at the corners. 1 out. Top of the 8th, 3-2. Beckert is the batter, not really a home run hitter. Kessinger on it first. Popovich at second. Strategy roll. Nothing on the 16. Dal Canton trying to keep it where it is. Dal Canton will pitch. 4-2. Strikeout. 16 is high. Beckert. 2-4. And it's a line drive right to third. That's out number 2. And Kessinger is doubled off on a 1. No, Kessinger gets back 2 outs. A line drive right to third, and that is caught by Hebner. But there are now 2 away. And now here's Williams. Williams is 0 for 3. Williams still looking for his first home run of the postseason. There's only been 3 home runs though. Young has got 1 today, and so has Hundley. 3-2 Pirates. Dal Canton will pitch to Williams. Fans here at Forbes Field hoping for a good one. Dal Canton, nothing on the strat. Kessinger stays where he is. Dal Canton will pitch. 2-5. It's a blank. Williams, 3-3. And it's a fly ball to center field. Matty Lou's going to get to it. He makes the catch, and the side is retired. Stadium cheers. Yay! No runs, 2 hits. It stays 3-2. We go to the bottom of the 8th. Leading off for the Pirates will be Roberto Clemente. He is 0 for 3. He's had a rough day. Cubs are going to go to the bullpen. And coming on to pitch for the Cubs is going to be Phil Regan. Regan has Regan does not have any official stats, although he has made appearances. So Phil Regan's job, keep it 3-2 and hope for some ninth inning magic. Clemente is 0 for 3. He's had a rough game so far. Regan, 2-4. Possible error. Clemente, 1-1. Ground ball to second base. That ball is hit to Glenn Becker. His error rating is a 10. That's a 5, and Beckert is not going to be able to make the play. That's going to be an error. That is an E4, and that is the first error on the Cubs. And by the way, the Mets just won, I know. So Clemente now on at first on a big error by Beckert. It will now bring up Oliver. Regan looks at Beckert, says, come on, man, it was right there. Infield is a double play. Strategy roll still on. Nothing on the 3. Clemente will stay put, although Oliver does get the hit and run. But Oliver, very good hitter against righties. They will call that off. Regan, 6-4, error on a throw. Oliver, 6-5. That's a ground ball. That's a ground ball to second base. That ball is hit to Beckert. His error rating is a 10. He will not make an error. Now, there could be an error on the pivot, man. We got to find out first. So, ground ball to second. So 3-3-4. Shortstop pivot, Kessinger 0. A 1-4. This could be a double play. It is a 5. No. The throw goes to second. Kessinger will not make a relay, and that's going to be out number 1, as Clemente and Oliver will trade places. So no throwing error on a fielder's choice because Beckert didn't make one, and Kessinger did not do the relay. So there was no throw back to first. So out number 1, and now the batter is Sanguillen. He's been kind of quiet tonight, 0 for 3. Oliver on it first. Strategy roll again. That's a 20. Regan fires to first base. Oh, almost, but not enough. Almost picked off Oliver, but Regan will now pitch. Regan, 6-4, error on a throw. Sanguillen, 1-1. That's hit to center field against a righty. That's an 8, and that's going to be a double. It's going to be a double for Sanguillen. Now, is there going to be an error on a throw? So, the throw, let's hit the center field, and Don Young's error rating is a 7. Is he going to make a throwing error? No. So, normal runner advancement. So, base running rating of 4, hit to center on a double, +1 is a 5. So, a 1-5, Oliver will score, and he does. Sanguillen gets to second. It's 4-2 Pirates. Stadium cheers. Yay! RBI double by Sanguillen. And now the batter is Alley. Alley is 1 for 3. Still 1 out here in the bottom of the 8th inning. Now a 4-2 Pirates lead. Sanguillen on at second. Strategy roll still on. Nothing on the 7. Regan. 3-1. That's a blank. Alley. 3-4. That's hit to right field. That's a 13. And that is just gonna miss. And I know that was a 13 and I hit it. So it didn't become a 5, but I know that's a 13. That's going to be a fly out to right. Fly out to right field. Sanguillen, base runner 4, hit to right 0. Right fielder Hickman a 0. A 1-4. Sanguillen will get to third, and he will. So Alley hits one to right. Sanguillen will take third base. And now the batter is Patek. Patek is 0 for 3. But there are now 2 outs. Sanguillen on at second, at third. And Regan is going to pitch to Patek. 2 outs here, 4-2 Pirates. The Pirates know they need every run they can get their hands on. Strategy, nothing on the 10. Regan, 2-6. home run chance. And that 2 is good against a righty. Patek needs a 5. -1 is a 4. No, not this time. 2-2. But Patek will get a base hit to right field, and the Pirates will get another run. Stadium cheers. Yay! Single to right for Patek. An RBI for him, and now it's 5-2 Pirates as Phil Regan comes in and can't get it done. And now we'll see a pinch hitter for Bruce Dalcanton. And it's going to be Jose Pagan. 285 average, 9 homers, 42 RBIs. So Patek on it first. And Regan, they want him to get out of the inning, but they are saying, you're out of there. You're done. Regan coming out, and they'll bring in a new pitcher to pitch to Pagan. And it's going to be Ted Abernathy. Abernathy has a hold in the postseason. So 2 outs now. Abernathy now trying to keep it 5-2. Strategy rolls are off. Abernathy, 5-4, walk. No, that's just going to miss. Pagan, 5-4, and that is a ground ball to short, handled there by Kessinger. He's going to throw to first to get Pagan, and the inning is over. 2 runs on 2 hits and 1 huge error. And the Pirates have a 5-2 lead going in the bottom of the 8th. But will we see some 9th inning magic? Top of the 9th. Fans here at Forbes Field on their cell phones ready to purchase tickets for a trip back to Wrigley. Oh, yeah, 1969. What am I thinking? Leading off for the Cubs is going to be Ron Santo. And coming on to pitch for the Pirates and try to close the game out is going to be Bob Moose. 14-3, 4 saves, a 2.91 ERA. Moose is going to come in. He does have a hold. So Bob Moose is going to try to close this game out and get the save for the Pirates. 5-2, top of the 9th. Here at Forbes Field, we already have 1 series going 5. Are we going to have another one? Moose, 3-3, walk, ball 4. Santo will walk. So Moose walks the leadoff batter. And now here's Banks. Banks is 0-3. Infield is at double play. Strategy rolls are off. Moose will go ahead and deal. Moose, 5-5, strikeout, got him. He will strike out Banks. Banks having a rough game. He's 0-4 now. And now here's Hundley. Hundley, 2-for-3, a single and a bomb. Santo on it first. The Pirates couldn't really care about him as run means nothing. Moose is going to concentrate on Hundley. Moose, 2-2, range play at the park. Forbes Field, 6-6, and it's a pop fly ball to the catcher. Going after it is Sanguian. His range is a 3, and he'll make the catch out number 2. You do not check for an error rating on the catcher when it's a range play at the park. 2 outs. Sanguian makes it. And now the last chance for the Cubs is the guy that pretty much saved it for the Cubs in Game 3, Jim Hickman. 0-for-3, still looking for his first hit. But now 2 outs. 5-2 Pirates. Moose trying to get the series back to Wrigley for a Game 5. Fans here at Forbes Field hoping for one good pitch. Moose will pitch. Are we going back to Wrigley? 2-4. Strikeout 5. Swing and a miss. Strikeout. That's your game. Pirates survive. They win it 5-2. This series is going back to Chicago. Stadium cheers. Yay! Nothing across except a walk. And the Pirates tie this series up 2-2. And we're going back to Wrigley, and we have another Game 5. This division series round has been outstanding, except for my Mets getting swept by the friggin' Giants. Tied at 2 here now in this series. Final line score coming up. For the Pirates, 5 runs on 11 hits and 1 error. For the Cubs, 2 runs, 7 hits and 1 error. The winning pitcher is Doc Ellis, and he goes to 2-0 on the postseason. He's won both his starts here for the Pirates. Bill Hands has lost both his starts for the Cubs. He drops to 0-2. No hold for Dalcanton because a run was scored, but Bob Moose does get his first save. So the Pirates survive for one more night, and we will have another Game 5 here on the network. Tomorrow night, though, another Game 4. The Baltimore Orioles take on the Minnesota Twins. The Twins lead that series 2-1. Are they going to pull off the upset of the ages? But they'll have to do it against Jim Palmer, as he's the starting pitcher for the Orioles, and Dave Boswell will pitch for the Twins. Will we have another Game 5, or will we have the biggest upset pretty much maybe ever with the Twins beating this Orioles team? Who knows? We have to wait to find out. Orioles Twins Game 4 ALDS. Twins lead that series 2-1. Be there or be square. Thank you all for joining me tonight. Please leave a like on your way out the turnstiles. Subscribe if you're not done so, and make sure you hit the bell. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay smart, stay strong, and we'll see you guys tomorrow night. The Pittsburgh Pirates raise the Jolly Roger. They win it 5-2. This National League Division Series is tied 2-2. See you guys tomorrow night.